Hey road trippers, are you ready to plan your next adventure? I'm Steph, and I'm going to show you how to start planning a trip on roadtrippers.com with 2 easy options. So let's dive in. First, head over to roadtrippers.com. Once you're here, you'll have 2 ways to plan your trip. You can select Plan It For Me to use our AI-powered Autopilot to get a pre-planned route, or select Plan It Myself to manually plan your journey by searching for and adding stops yourself. Let's start with Autopilot. After entering your starting point and destination, just answer a few quick questions about your travel plans and interests, and based on your input, Autopilot will create a full trip itinerary that you can adjust later to make it your own. Autopilot is a premium feature, so if you have a free account, you can start a free trial to view your Autopilot trip, or if you already have a basic or pro membership, you can upgrade to premium to get access to Autopilot and more premium trip planning features. After Autopilot gives you a head start on planning, you're in the driver's seat. You'll see a sparkle icon next to the places that Autopilot recommended, and you can click that to swap it out with another place, or confirm that you like the stop to remove the sparkles. If you want to tweak the route, add or remove stops, or explore more options, stick around, and I'll show you how to do that later when we dive into the manual trip planner. The same tools apply to both. So let's go back to the homepage. If you prefer to plan your trip yourself, no problem. You can use our manual trip planner. Just enter your starting point and destination, select the Plan It Myself option, and Roadtrippers will load your route on the map so that you can take it from there. Whether you're customizing an Autopilot trip or building one from scratch, you'll probably want to explore places to stop at along the way. If you've already got a stop in mind, you can search for a point of interest by name, like the Grand Canyon, you can search for a street address if you're visiting some friends or family, or search for a city if you plan to stop somewhere but don't have a specific destination picked out yet. If you just want to browse places near your route, use the category bar at the top left to browse attractions, restaurants, campgrounds, and more. After selecting a category, you can apply filters to narrow down the results further. Click a result to learn more about a place and add it to your trip if you like what you see. If you have a preference for how far off the route you're willing to go, look for the radius slider at the bottom left. As you move that around, you'll see the route shade shrink or expand. This limits the results that show up when you're browsing categories and can help you from getting too far off track. Or if you're open to detours far off the route, slide it up to infinity. If your plans changed and you need to delete some stops, there are a few ways to do that. I like to click the 3 dots to the right of the waypoint in the itinerary, then select Delete Waypoint. You can also do this from the map by clicking on the pin, hovering over the Added to Trip bar, and selecting Remove. Lastly, you can click a stop in the itinerary to view additional details and select Remove Waypoint there. Another thing I want to mention is unrouted waypoints. If you used Autopilot to plan your trip, you'll notice some unrouted waypoints in your trip already. These show up in your itinerary without a number, and they're not included in the driving route. Unrouted waypoints are a great way to keep track of places you might want to visit or places that you plan to check out while at a home base for a couple of days. This way, you can easily see these places that you're interested in, but they're not included in your driving estimates or route. If you decide to add them to your route, it's easy to do that with just a couple clicks. If you want to reorder some of your stops, you can do that by dragging and dropping them in the list. Or if you have dates applied and need to change the date, you can click the 3 dots to the right of the waypoint, then click Edit Date. Select the new date there, and it'll update in your itinerary. As long as you're logged into your account, your trip and all the edits you make will be automatically saved, so don't worry about looking for a Save button. If you keep an eye out, you'll see a Trip Auto Saved message pop up in the bottom left corner of your screen as you're making changes. If you're an RVer, one of the premium features you'll want to check out is our RV-friendly routing options. Click the Routing Options button to set avoidance options and enter your RV details to get a route customized to your RV. Another tip for RVers is to check out the Campendium and overnight RV parking categories while you're planning. These will help you find RV parks, public land campgrounds, dump stations, and overnight parking locations like Walmarts and Cracker Barrels. You might also want to check out the map overlays, which will help you see cell coverage, public lands, and smoke maps. And that's it! Whether you use Autopilot or opt to plan everything yourself, I hope this video helps you start planning your next adventure with Roadtrippers. Don't forget to download the Roadtrippers mobile app too. When you're ready to hit the road, you can use our app to view your trip and get turn-by-turn directions to each of your stops with our in-app navigation. It's the perfect way to stay on track and explore with confidence while you're on the go. Thanks for watching and happy road tripping! If you need any help along the way, you can find more helpful guides and answers to frequently asked questions in our help center, and our support team is happy to help you out. Now go on and get started planning your next trip. We'll see you on the road.